slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic.
All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Down. AT Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Whip, 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 whip. Let's go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 60 or. They can't hang with us. Hey, high 7. 57 to mark. Get it.
On 2nd down, Aikman is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, hey, hey.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 57. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Wide, get wide.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Push him back. Mike check 33. I'm coming after you. Snap.
On 3rd down, Aikman airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
You better get in the way through yourself. I'm too strong out here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Here we go. Check out.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Seahawks first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They pitch it to Eckler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready? Take the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Big watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Go.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Aikman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Exit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Now Aikman on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Break. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, zoom. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get ready.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On second down, it's Hines. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Crunch time, defense. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
From the gun on third down is Aikman. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go, D. Let's go.
951. I don't think you got it, son. Check the lead.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
56. Let's go, defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard
And we got
line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. There goes.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
On the set, 52, right 52. Drop deep, drop deep. Tight end right, tight end right.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Anderson. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. He hits White, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Aikman. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Aikman operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
With the score all time.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Check out.
They begin the drive with Hines, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. 54. Go. Tackles. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get it.
From the shotgun, Aikman. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Bravo.
They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Set up, 50, plant. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You can't block me. You can't. Hey, echo. 53. Snap.
They go play action with Aikman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch out.
They go play action now. Aikman. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
First down. Here's Aikman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now Aikman looking to throw. And it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Check. Roll out. Hey, Haywood. Fair.
Now Aikman, 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack. Throwing now is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check three.
Jackson to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Now it's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get in the weight room. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.